Peace and blessings in this corner posture 24. Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone is doing okay. I'm doing pretty good myself. As always, God is good and God is great. No complaints over here. So, a lot going on in the boxing world, of course, in this corner boxing 24. I got the right name because there's always something going on in the boxing world. Good, bad, or indifferent, you know. A lot of haters in the boxing world too, you know. You can't just give people credit for what they do and how they do it. They gotta just hate. And I'm referring to Ismael Salas, who's a trainer of Yordenis Ugas. So of course, Ugas lost by stoppage. He was stopped by Spence Jr., who's now 28-0 with 22 knockouts. So he stopped him, and he broke his eye socket, the bone in his eye, the orbital bone. Not quite as serious as what happened to Kell Brook, but something along that line. And, you know, I thought Ugas was going to put up a way better fight. I thought he was going to move around the ring, even though that's really not his fight, but I thought they were going to just do a little something different. You know, when he fought Manny Pacquiao, he moved a little bit. For the most part, he stays in front of you, but I thought he would at least throw more punches. He threw more punches with Manny Pacquiao. I don't know why he didn't try to throw punches with Errol Spence. I don't know why he thought it was okay to just stand there and not move too much and not throw a lot of punches and try to make this dude back up a little bit. Or I don't get it. I thought Salas had a good plan. You know, he was talking about how Spence throws his punches, how he throws the jab, he throws the hook, and every time he throws the double jab, he throws the cross. Like he was studying him. So when you're studying for a test, you know, when I'm studying for a test, man, like I'm studying every detail, everything I could study, man, so I could do what? So I could pass. Now sometimes you fail a test, you know? But in boxing, man, you know, you don't really have that luxury. Because in boxing, man, when you lose, and the way you lose can really end your career. So I'm not saying Ugas' career is ended, but I'm sure, you know, he's not recovered all the way from that eye injury. And he may never be the same because he didn't have any defense enough or any movement enough to get away from getting hit constantly. He allowed himself to be hit constantly over and over and over and didn't have a second or third game plan. And once Errol Spence knew that, he just kept concentrating on that eye. I just don't get it. So now Ismael Salas is saying he was asked about Crawford and Errol Spence. And he said Crawford has no chance at all against Errol Spence. And I'm like, wow, why would you say that? Because Ugas lost? But Ugas and Crawford is not the same fighters, man. Terrence Crawford came from 135. Terrence Crawford was undisputed at 140. He knows what undisputed means. Had all the belts. And then he moved right up to 147 and fought the man that beat the man. First fight at 147, he fought Jeff Horn. He had just beat Manny Pacquiao. Whether he legitimately beat him or not, some people say that Manny Pacquiao won, that Jeff Horn got a gift. I mean, I saw the fight. It was close. Could have won either way, but the bottom line is Crawford fought him. Okay, they gave him the win and he fought him. That's how he came in the door. All right? For the people that wanted to say, oh, he was too light in the ass, too small. Man, come on, man. He came in the door, man, fighting the biggest dude and the dude that beat the man. So now people still trying to say he's too light for Errol Spence. People just ridiculous. But anyway, Salas said that Crawford has no chance. And to me, man, that's just hate. If you don't know what to say, just don't say it. Like, be partial, man. Just say, listen, man, that's a 50-50 fight. I really don't know what's going to happen. I know Spence, he's tough. But Crawford is tough, too. If you don't want to give a favorite, but for you to just say he has no chance, then you got to tell me why. Based on what? Because Crawford is not Ugas, man. He's nowhere like him. And he's not going to stand there and just get hit and not throw no punches. And he's going to throw effective punches, right? And if he hurt Errol Spence, which I'm sure he will when they fight, he's going to finish him off. That's the difference. So for you to say he don't got no chance, man, I just don't get it. That's just hate, man. And it's sad because Ugas was asked about Crawford and he had nothing but high praise for Crawford. He was even asked about Crawford fighting Ismael Salas. He was like, what? Crawford Salas? Oh, yeah. Like, Crawford could do anything. Like, Crawford is hit. Like, he got mad respect for Crawford because he know what it is. He beat Crawford in the amateurs, he said. Okay, but he knows damn well that was years ago. And Crawford, and he said it. He said Crawford is not the same. He said he's different. He's different. He said Spence is who he is, but he said Crawford is different. This is what Ugas said. So, I mean, listen, man, these guys just got to stop hating, man. All right? I had a little, conversation with, a brother that I grew up with earlier. He likes Spence, and I like Crawford. And he thinks that Spence will beat Crawford. And I said, well, no, I think Crawford will beat Spence. And then I'm laying out why I'm saying that. See, I can back up what I'm saying. I'm not going to just say, oh, Crawford could beat Spence. I'm going to tell you why. Number one, Crawford has great ring IQ. That's number one. Okay? He's smart. He's not stupid at all. He knows how to fight, and he knows how to maneuver around that ring. He knows how to throw punches. He knows when to throw punches, and he knows the punches to throw. Okay, that's number one. Number two, Crawford got underrated power. And I say underrated because people act like they don't understand it. 29 knockouts in 38 fights. I don't know why people still don't understand this dude got some power. Underrated, sneaky power. And you saw it when he fought Kell Brook. You saw it when he fought Sean Porter. Nobody put Sean Porter down on the canvas twice. And just the way he did it. It didn't take him a barrage of punches to do it like Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Errol Spence dropped him with that shot and put him on the canvas, but Porter got right back up. But when Crawford did it, he was done. You know what I'm saying? So he got that sneaky, underrated power. Number three, he got footwork. He got good footwork. He knows how to really move. Number four, he got defense. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to not get hit. His defense is way better than Errol Spence. I'm not saying Crawford don't get hit or haven't been hit, but his defense is way better than Errol Spence. He knows how to avoid punches when he wants to. Okay? And last but not least, he could switch. He could go to southpaw. And he said that he could beat Crawford. He said he could beat Errol Spence orthodox. He said he don't even got to go southpaw. So he said he could beat him orthodox. So Crawford got a lot going for him. I think he's stronger than Spence, or just as strong. I think he could stop Errol Spence with a couple of shots. I think he could back Errol Spence up. Errol Spence don't fight going backwards. For y'all that think y'all know so much, Errol Spence don't fight going backwards. And if you watch his fights, when he goes backwards, he doesn't really throw punches. Okay, he don't fight good going backwards. All right, his hands is up, but he's not really throwing anything because he's not comfortable like that. So you got to push him back. And Crawford will do that. Crawford will push him back. Crawford ain't going to lay back and just let him do what he want to do. Some people say, well, he got to start fast. Well, how fast is he going to start? Crawford, I mean, that's up to him. Every fight, he is not the same. But I don't think because he's not the fastest starter, that don't mean he's not going to beat Errol Spence, because Errol Spence is going to come forward and Crawford is going to be able to counter him. He's a counter puncher. That's number 6. He's a great counter puncher. Or number 5, pardon me. He's a great counter puncher. So when Spence throw them shots, he's going to get counted. And when he comes forward, he's going to get counted. You know, this ain't going to be somebody that's just going to be like Ugas did, no disrespect, but he didn't really do nothing, man. But when he come forward against Crawford gonna count him. Crawford gonna count him. Like, he's gonna be getting hit. And he's gonna be getting hit with some power shots, which is gonna slow down his forward game. Because he ain't gonna be wanting to get hit like that. See if he's coming forward and you ain't really got nothing to keep him honest, he's gonna keep coming forward. But once you tap him with something, he's not gonna come forward as much. Just watch Sean Porter and Errol Spence. Sean Porter made him slow his roll, backed him up a lot. He didn't come forward as much. He was a little more stationary, okay? He really put a halt in his game. And he's not the biggest puncher. Crawford is a way bigger puncher than Sean Porter. So you stop him in his tracks, man. You counter him. And then once Crawford really get the swing of it and really figure him out, then he'll be countering him all night, man. He'll be throwing body shots. He'll be throwing hooks. He'll be jabbing him. He's going to be doing all kind of stuff, man. It's not, I don't know why people think it's going to be some walk in the park for Errol Spence. Like, he's just going to overwhelm Crawford. Man, come on, man. Even in close. Crawford know how to fight in close. He throw them body shots too. You know what I mean? And push you off and throw his shots. Like, man, listen, I got Crawford all day with Errol Spence. All right, so Salas and all these other people that want to hate, y'all keep hating. Like Robert Garcia said, he said Crawford is just as strong as Spence. That's what he said. He said he's just as strong as Spence. He said it's a hard fight, but he said Crawford is strong. He's stronger than people think. So let people keep sleeping, man, and think Crawford ain't got nothing up his sleeve. All right, but Errol Spence know. He ain't that big fish that he keep talking about. He ain't that sharp. He ain't that sharp at all. So anyway, that's all I really got. Peace and blessings in this Corner Boxing 24. Be subscribed to the page. Leave your comments, nay or yay. And let me know how you feel. All right? Peace and blessings in this Corner Boxing 24. Everyone have a good evening.